huge success. Kind of. I don't think that end one's going yet. I think that one's clogged. So I'll probably have to either get a new head or just seal that one off entirely. That guy is in 360 mode. He's just gonna spin circles around. But they're working. They've got the pressure they need. There is a leak there. I'll explain that in a moment. But yeah, that guy's going 360, so he's getting all this area. And we've got this guy over here. He's got this bit covered. And if we go over here, that guy's not spinning either. He should be, but a bit finicky. It is what it is. And of course, we got this guy going too. And that guy's actually working. Yeah, he's rotating. So all in all, pretty big success. Yeah, I don't know if that thing needs grease or something. Just had to give it a little push. And now it's going. Wonderful. I sealed that end off. There's another one over there that's sealed. There's some leaking, as this one as well. I'll get out of the fucking rain and explain myself there. As if I understand the science behind it. It works though. And these will run for about 30 minutes or so. Help the water, or help the grass. You'd have to wait for this guy to come around. Don't want to get fucking drenched again. Oh, I'm gonna get got. Not terrible. And there's this guy. There's no pressure at all going to this guy. And I think that's just a blockage in here or in the head itself somewhere. There's, of course, some leaking there, but nothing major. Nothing compared to the stuff over yonder. Hang on a moment here. So this is the system we're working with. Did I say 54 minutes? Oh my god. I thought it was just 30. Okay, well, we can change that whenever. Yeah, right now it's set to run manually right now. Manual. If I just press clear, and then it'll turn off. That's something I actually do need to test. I need to test if I do clear it. If I do clear it, will the water actually shut off, or is it going to keep spraying? Because those valves, those solenoids rather, should be cutting off the flow of water. And if it could be a simple matter of me just going in there every so often and pressing manual. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's shutting off. But that's not terrible. Oh yeah, you can see them all way in the back there. You can see those ones going still. Very good. Okay. I mean, I'm happy with it. This will work. I can make this work. It just means that I'm going to have to shut off the manual, or I'm going to have to manually shut off the water, which isn't difficult. I got to go in there anyways to manually start it. Ideally, hang on. Ideally, I could have it set to a timer. because part of this system means you have these different programs. You can set it to run on different days and shit, like start time, run time, how often, then you can see days of the week, stuff like that. Yeah, we don't, I'm gonna need to do a lot more tinkering if I want to get it to be at that point. But right now, I think it's fine, just manual, and then I should be able to change the time. Yeah, there we go. So I can change the time there. Do I want it for 4 hours, 3 hours, whatever. So I'll just have to do that. I'll just have to manually start it, which isn't terrible. And then of course, turning off the water is as simple as just, and it's off. So every so often, every other day or something like that, especially if it's a hot week. If it's a hot week, I'll come out here, start the sprinklers up in the morning or afternoon or whatever. I just have to remember to shut it down before I leave. Shut the water down anyways. So, I guess I'll explain my reasoning then for the leaks that are present here and at the other one. You'd think you'd want this stuff secure, tightened. I believe so too. But that doesn't seem to be the case. And I don't know if that's supposed to be the case or if it's just fucked up beyond all repair and I've just jury-rigged it somehow to make it work. This is a solenoid here. So when powered on, I guess, it's supposed to pull the plunger back and water can flow. Water flows regardless. As you saw when we turned off the cycle, water was still flowing. So the solenoid is, I think, fucked. That or I've just not wired it incorrectly. But when both the solenoid and this drain screw here were tightened, secure, there wasn't enough pressure getting through. So maybe the solenoid is working. I don't know. But when those were secure, these weren't getting enough pressure, and the ones in the other yard weren't getting anything at all. However, I guess out of just curiosity, I slightly unscrewed this, and I noticed almost immediately these things started to get power again, or pressure. Short-lived though, because this part ended up exploding, popped right off. So I've secured that down again. And rather than unscrewing this, I loosened the drain screw here, which seems to have the same effect, which is very nice. And I did the same thing for the inlet valve in the yard over here as well. Granted, I just left the solenoid itself loose, not the screw. So I should probably fix that. As you can see, it's pretty loose. So we'll tighten that. Is that upside down? Am I an idiot? Did I put that upside down? I might have. I don't know. No, there's an arrow there, right side up. Okay, whatever. I wonder if the other one's upside down, then I'll have to check. But what I'll do instead, I'll just loosen that a bit. And when I run it next, I'll give it a test and I'll see if that'll do, if that works. When I next decide to run this thing. I don't know if they're gonna be bringing dogs out or not. I'm gonna have to get the schedule, I guess, from the animal care here. Just so that I'm not having the dogs drenched in water and that they're not tracking it inside and all that jazz. Give them more work to do. To hell with that. But yeah, I don't know why it does that. I'm not a plumber. I'm not really a technician. I dick around with stuff until it works, or until it does what I want it to do. Let's see, is this upside down? Because like, if that were the issue. No, that one's right side up as well. Interesting. So I guess they're just slightly different models then. That or this bit has been like installed incorrectly, but it all comes in one piece. Came from the factory like that. I don't know, but I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled that this is working. I gotta get this back in there. That way it's not spinning around. But that's a great success. Right in time for summer, we get our sprinkler system back up and running. Very good.